Yeah, sure. 3 smalls? Yeah.
All right, Jacqueline, Renee, let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
We sent cameras out across the country to talk to people about, jobs, housing, retirement, all these important issues, but young people your age, to see how things are in their minds. So let's take a look at what some of them had to say. We'll start with jobs, and we'll have a watch.
I'm Samantha Louise Emery. I'm working 2 jobs right now, so one full-time and one part-time, but I need both of them to pay my bills every month, my rent and groceries, so just working all the time.
I'm Jordan Van Beert and I'm 34. I would say I'm self-employed by choice. In a way, being dependent on self-employment is always a little riskier, and in other ways it's less risky in that the risk of losing all of your work at the same time is much lower.
My name is Dia Apostolakis. I think one of our biggest issues is indeed trying to find a job. I'm in the field of communications. I had to do a double internship in order to land something in my field. I was literally doing 2 free internships, one from 9 to 5, then going from 5 to 9, and then going home at night. It's a lot harder to actually get a job.
I find that kind of sobering.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is doing exactly what they might have dreamed they would be doing at that stage in their life. I wonder, does it surprise either of you what you've heard there?
Absolutely not. Seeing those 3 storylines, that definitely isn't surprising in the stories that we've told over the years, and in just talking to my own friends, this is definitely something that we're seeing more and more of. And specifically pointing to sort of that part-time self-employed. Every time we look at the latest StatsCan employment data, this is something that we're seeing. So if we even just look at the last year alone, part-time work has underpinned Canada's job growth over the past 12 months. So of the 140,000 new positions, 124,000 of those have been part-time. So this is what we're seeing, and that the average number of hours worked per week has declined. This is just in a year, from 33.3 to 32.9 hours. So this is a very common situation, this idea that our generation, younger Canadians, are not going to have the same sort of job like my dad did for 50 years. Like, that is going to be a really rare case scenario.
Jacqueline, what's your take on
Yeah,
that?
well, I mean, that sort of idea that precarious employment is becoming, I don't know, this thing that we need to get used to. And we sort of heard that from the finance minister, the federal finance minister, late last year. And he was saying that job churn is a thing, it's going to happen more and more, and that we need to sort of get used to that. And I think it touched people kind of negatively to hear that sort of thing, because they thought that he wasn't reaching out in a way that he was going to, help them out of that position of putting together 3 part-time jobs or a part-time and full-time job to make ends meet. But the thing is that there's no easy solution to this. You did a story on automation, on robotics, sort of changing the workplace. That sort of thing is going to happen, and it's going to continue to happen. We're seeing even truck drivers, they're at risk, and we have a huge number of truck drivers in Canada. But when you see a company like Uber buy a driverless truck driving company, then that's
Goodbye truck drivers.
It could happen
Goodbye
really
that
quickly.
Vocation.
Yeah.